Join me today for a little bed cleaning up, pruning, mulching, and splitting some plants. Hey everyone, thanks so much for stopping by today. So I'm going to be continuing in that area that I started. I just posted a video the other day. I don't know if you caught it. I did a little garden path, and I did cottage inspired, and I'm using that term lightly, cottage inspired landscaping. And there's a bed that's right on the side of the house that's adjacent to that area that I'm going to be cleaning up today. I have to move some plants around, split some plants, and do some mulching. Now, I really didn't go out and buy anything. I had 2 cat mints left over from my last project that I'm incorporating in there. I have some violet plants which are very, they spread very quickly, but I'm dividing them up, and I have some sedum that I'm also going to be dividing an area, putting into that area. So join me as I do this little project. I'm going to move, I have these 2 pots right here of the Cana lilies. I think that's how you say it. And I'm going to move them on each side of that low shed that I have in that area right near the walkway there. It opens up the patio here, and also I think it'll be nice in that landscape that I'm creating there. I moved one there. That's the burgundy one with the orange flowers. And here is the green leaf one with the red flowers. So I put them on each side of that. And up here, I'm going to plant inside this watering can here, and I'll fix this up too. Into this right here, I took out my 2 elephant ears that I had them sunk in there, and they were doing really bad. Every day I come out and I find another leaf cracking and falling off. You can see what's happening to my irises here. They're kind of getting spent. But anyway, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, and I'm going to come over to here. I think I have enough. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. And so I'm going to see, because I want to extend that bed. I just don't like the way that looks over here. I'm going to make it more inclusive, this area. I'm in the process of moving all the rocks that I had away from there. I'm going to leave some under that pot because I don't think I'm going to take the pot in this winter. I'm just going to take out those bulbs and leave the pot there because that is a pain in the butt to be moving that all the time. So I'm just going to take the bulbs out and grow them and then put them back in again. I had to take this out and get rid of those stones. You can see this stones underneath there. They got to come out from there as well. All right, so you can see I took these hostas out. I'm just going to move them, and what I did was I just brought this around this way, and now I can arrange that better. And I think I'm going to put all black mulch in here because I'm using a lot of black in the yard, the chairs and all of that kind of stuff, and I think that might look better than that brown right now. I'm going to go for the black. So that's that right there. I have some of these 4x4s left over. They're a little wet from all the rain, but whatever. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them into pieces like this. And then I'm going to sink them here and there in areas in the garden. It gives some kind of like interest, because otherwise it starts to just look like everything is the same, So it's always good to add a little bit of variety. A lot of times I always had this feeling like, I had to keep everything so consistent, but I've been watching a lot of garden videos and looking at, garden pictures and stuff like that. And what I'm finding most attractive to me is the variety that people have, not only in plants and colors, but also in hardscape. All right, so you see, I just did 3 there, and then I did 3 at the other end, just to give it balance and just a little bit of interest. I mean, you hardly see it, but it's there. And I'm going to continue doing that throughout the rest of the yard. So far what I put in here, I moved a couple of hostas in here from another area that it was just too gigantic. They're a little bit floppy right now, but it should be okay. and keep my eye on it. And I moved a tiger lily right there, which I'm really leery about, but we'll see. All right, so this has been bothering me. I don't know, I'm trying to think what I'm going to do in here. I have these hostas and stuff in here. I have the sedum right there, and then I have 2 of these violets from my grandmother's house that I put here, but it's like a mishmash of stuff, and I think I have to change it. I don't know if I want the hostas in here because they kind of like they obliterate everything else that you can't see, and I know the lilies will continue to spread, and then I had transplanted more lilies here, which you can see are just like they passed out right there, and then that tiger lily I transplanted, and I can tell it's going to be gone in a day. So I think I'm taking all of this out, probably that big hosta too. I don't know, I'm going to start moving stuff around. Let me see. So as you can see, I took out what was there, and I actually like it a lot better. The hostas was just kind of like taking over everything. What I'm going to do before I do anything else, though, is I'm going to deadhead off these spent irises because it's just weighing the plant down. So I'm just going to chop those off right now and clean that up. I cleaned up those spent irises up there, and I just flattened out the soil a little bit. So I'm trying not to go back to the store to buy anything. I have these 2 cat mints left here from this project that I did. I didn't use as many as I thought because I didn't realize that they potentially could get very fat. So what I'm thinking is to possibly put them here in these 2 sections right here. I feel like I should move that iris as well because see I had that open spot there, and to make it even, that's just in the wrong spot. I just might move that over to the corner, and maybe I'll put the catmint here and a catmint there, and then possibly break up this violet plant here and put that across the front right here. I know it's very aggressive, but that'll be fine there. And then this sedum, I'll just break it up and use it in this section over here. I think I might try that. Let me see how that looks. Took it from there, covered it up, and I put it right there, okay? So now it actually makes more sense because you can see I have that one that juts out a little bit and that one that juts out. I don't even know that anybody notices it or even looks except me. Hold on, there's MaryAnn. Yeah, that was MaryAnn. That's the first time she came out to see what I was been doing the past week. She said, "What are those weeds growing in between those rocks there?" So she doesn't like that, but I'm leaving it right now because I have a vision for it. So anyway, where was I? Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm going to put those 2 catmints in right there. All right, so this is trial and error, I guess, whatever. I'm going to put one of those hostas, like that one that I dug out from there. I'm going to transfer it to there, and I might put another one in that corner as well so that I have the hostas. I'm going to see, maybe I'll put even 3 back there. I'll see how it looks when I put it in. And yeah, and that's shady. So someone had suggested to me, because I had said to them that my hostas used to be variegated and they no longer are because they've been in the sun so much. So they said to me, hey, maybe if you put it in the shade, you think that it might come back as variegated. And I don't know the answer to that. So I'm going to try. Made a quick stop at Home Depot because I was stuck in traffic on the road, and I figured, let me pull in. And anyway, I got some stuff. I'm going to infuse a little bit of color. I'm going to start anyway. I got these Diplodenia here. They're $7 a piece. And they're having a sale on them, 3 for $10. But I got 10 of them anyway. And then this is what I found as a shocker. This half flat is $14. And I got a flat and a half of those marigolds because number one, I'm doing the purple and the yellow. I just fell in love with this color combination this year. And Marianne really likes it as well, so I'm going to mix those together. And number two, marigolds are one of those plants that mosquitoes hate. And we have too many mosquitoes here in New Jersey, as I'm sure you have them too in wherever part of the world you're in. And then these here are, obviously these are petunias, and it just says cow pots on them. And revolutionary earth-friendly pot. Oh, they're talking about the pot, not actually the the petunia. So you know, and petunias vary. You know, some years I have really good luck with them, and some years I don't. But you do need to deadhead them to keep them blooming, and you do need to like cut them back when they start to get a little bit stalky, and then you'll have like a couple of weeks of no bloom time. So you have to keep on top of it all the time. If you want to have continuous blooms, you want to keep deadheading, and you want to get in there and cut it, especially when you see it start getting stalky. And I also picked up this flat of basil. I do that old-fashioned thing of not planting any veggies until after Mother's Day. But Mother's Day is this Sunday, so I figured let me get them anyway. But it's crazy because these are $6 a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $60 for that. It's crazy, but thank God we use a lot of basil because, you know, we use a lot of that in our cooking, so it is worth it. All right, let me get some of these in. So I think the first place I'm going to put something is in here, and I'm leaning towards the diplodenia here because I'm going to see how much I have of the purple and yellow for the other pots. So I'm going to take out those two geraniums that are in there, and I'm going to leave the sedum, I think, in there, but those geraniums have to come out. So I put in here 1, 2, 3, 4 of the diplodenia or the Rio. I don't know either one what they're called, but this is the there's two kinds. There's like a bush kind, and then there's a vine kind, and this is the bush kind. But I've used this in the past, and it does get bushy, and then once it gets really bushy, it also starts producing vines. So it's going to be absolutely beautiful hanging over in this pot, and then with the yellow marigolds that look like lights when they are nice and full. And then what I did over here in these pots is, this is the Cana lily. This is the green leaf one with the red flowers, and I have more of the diplodenia. I did 3 diplodenia, and I did 4 of the marigolds, and fingers crossed that that's going to get nice and full. So the Cana lily will be high, and then this will fill out the bottom, and I think that will be pretty. And then on this side right here, I have the burgundy leaf Cana lily with the orange flower, and then I repeat it again, the diplodenia with the marigolds here. And again, the Cana lily will be tall. They get like 4 feet tall, and then the bottom will be filled with that. So I think that will be really pretty here. Okay, so now these two pots right here, I have one over here and one over here on the entranceway to the pool, because the stairs to the pool are right there. So what I'm going to do is, I have the Dracaena spike, the spike plant. It's a Dracaena. That they are actually a couple of years old because they bring them into the shop, and you can see they're relatively large. So what I'm going to put in here is I'm going to put the marigolds close to the spike, and then I'm going to put the petunias around the edge, and I'm going to encourage them to spill over. So traditionally you have, in a pot like this, you have a thriller, and then a filler, and then a spiller. So my thriller is this beautiful spike right here, and my filler, it hopefully is going to be my marigolds. Are going to get nice and fat in there, and then my spiller, if I train them right, is going to be these petunias. So I have this right here. Look how beautiful those colors are. I'm gonna have to go in and get MaryAnn to see this, and I mean, they are absolutely beautiful. If they perform the way I'm hoping they will, it's going to be stunning. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to give them all a good drink with this Miracle Grow plant food. Not sponsored by Miracle Grow. I'd love to be, but I'm not sponsored by Miracle Grow. And this is a liquid fertilizer, a capful in that bucket. And I do it just about every week, and it makes everything just bam, bam. Hey everybody, look who's here. Marianne came out to see what I've been doing.
And I'm matching the flowers. I love these colors. Well, we love these colors, the yellow and the purple. Sorry, been under the weather a little bit. And Joe's been out here fixing the garden. It looks beautiful. Except for the little weeds there. I keep saying it's weeds. It's not.
She's talking about the sedum in between.
The sedum in between.
I told you that already.
But no, I'm teasing. But everything looks beautiful. My husband has a green thumb. These are unbelievable. This is like Jurassic Park. I think I say that every year. I wanted to do a video where we just take a ruler and show it each a little bit at each time. But it looks, right now is absolutely the optimum time because they look still so
yeah, they get
fresh.
like in August they look like
I mean, but
help.
Look how beautiful, God bless. I know, and then they get burnt a little bit, but finally sun, we have so much rain. And I'm so happy because Joe bought me my basil. And I just need to get my parsley, and then...
I told him I don't usually plant any of the veggies until after Mother's Day, but it's Mother's Day. So.
This looks like Jurassic Park from this view. Did you take a view of this one?
I didn't do the thing today.
No, I mean, I'm just saying about how these guys, humongous.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
Yeah.
She's talking about that over there.
But it looks like a...
The hostas are like
yeah,
Jurassic Park.
the hostas are almost as big as me.
Look at that fir tree. It's not...
It doesn't look as intrusive until you're right here. But, and did you show them your beautiful little
No,
plants?
that's a surprise.
Oh, surprise. Okay.
I told him I'm doing more like cottage style, but my version, like a tame version of it.
Yeah.
But the lilies, those are those orange tiger lilies, they're like ridiculously large. And then the hostas.
I think they've been loving the rain.
I just trimmed the shrubs. I have to do it again
tomorrow. The purple and the yellow is so pretty together.
Yeah. Okay, so.
All right. But anyway, nice to see you all. Hopefully we see you more now. I'll see you more now.
Okay, so let's just recap what I did then today. I got these two planters done. This one over here and this one with my purple and yellow. And I'm just looking, I have to water that. And this was my last section in my last video, if you caught it. And then this area right here is what the focus of this video was about. And as you can see right here, everything after, this has been a couple of days now, everything is doing well. These sedums divide very easily. You can just actually, break a piece off and stick it in the ground and it will grow as well. And you can see the violets are all nice and standing up straight, which means they are happy as well. And you can see my catmint is doing fine as well. And I did this planter with the diplodenia and the marigolds, as well as the canna lilies and the diplodenia and marigolds there. So that was my project right here, and I will be moving on to my next project, never ending, right? I think right there I'm gonna put a trellis with a bench, so hopefully you'll join me for that. And like always, thanks so much for stopping by. Please subscribe if you just stumbled on me. Give me a thumbs up. It helps to get my videos out there. Join us on Facebook at our private Facebook group called Life with Marianne and Joe. And you can look for me on Instagram at designsby_Joe. Okay, everybody, take care. Have a great day. And I will be seeing you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.